Good morning, dear professor. I am going to present my academic project 1. The topic is cultural diversity on the trip in importance on understanding. I will start with a brief introduction. Then we talk about personal experience on a trip, cultural difference, and way of explaining other cultures. And finally, the conclusion and questions. Introduction. When we travel, we are exposed to various culture and tradition different from ours. Age with it is all tradition varies and way of life. By knowing the world around us a cultural difference, respect becomes indispensable to creating authentic connect. And personal experience on a trip. When we to another country, we get to know another culture different from our own some common experience that can happen to us on a trip. For example, is a culture shock. This can manifest itself in people behavior in habits, foods, since we find completely new foods with different flavors, and celebration and festivities. When we travel, we also learn about and participate in new celebration and festivities and besides costume and traditions. Each culture has its own unique costume and traditions. And finally, getting to know a new environment allow us to enjoy natural beauty. Um, cultural difference, for example, uh, so common cultural difference you meet experience on a trip, for example, the different clothes, also the way they express affection, for example, in some culture it is common to hug or kiss in public, and while in other is preferred to maintain a personal distance. And religion, I can also vary depending on where are you. And finally, social norms, because can vary significant, significantly for place to place. And how can we respect other cultures? One of the way is respect local custom and tradition by respectful on sacred place, by respectful of different food, and finally research the culture before you travel to. Um, and the conclusion. In conclusion, traveling in experiencing new culture, it is a rich experience that allows us to grow, learn and celebrate the riches and humanity in its variety. And finally, I have some questions. And the question round is, the first question is, why it is important to research the culture before traveling to a new place? Well, it is important to research culture before traveling a new place to better understand the culture context and avoiding inappropriate and offensive behavior. Next, also question is, what can traveler do you show appreciate home for the local culture during their visit? Well, the answer is traveling can show appreciation by expressing gratitude to local people for their hospitality, time, and kindness during their visit. And finally, why it is important to be open to adapt to local customs and norms while traveling? It is important because it shows respect for the local culture and firstly I'm more fluid and a rich experience when I reach with the local community. Mm, and finally, thank you. Thank you for the listen my video. And thank you, teacher.